And we are starting off with a few clouds across the valley right now. Here's a look at South Padre Island. Of course, that sun is rising later in the day there with the current temperature at 71, dew point at 67 with winds out of the northeast at around 6 miles an hour. As we look at the currents, if you are heading out the door for areas inland, McAllen 73, Harlingen 70 degrees, Brownsville at 73. The expressway looking a bit busy there near the Sugar Road exit out and far there. As we look at that dog walk forecast, temps warming up into the mid 70s. We are dealing with a bit more muggy conditions for today with the increasing atmospheric moisture level. Of course, we're seeing the remnants of Orlean. That's what's bringing all that cloud cover and that elevated dew point. Right now, definitely that system is torn apart by the mountains of Mexico. It did make landfall as a Category 2 hurricane in the Pacific Ocean there, in the western coast of Mexico. That water vapor satellite imagery does show that increasing saturated air just over the southern portion of the state, but there is some drier air behind it that will be making its way across the southern half of Texas as we head into the next few days or so. So we could be seeing some clearing up for tomorrow and the next day, but also we're tracking a system that's going to be moving through as we head into the end of the week in the form of a cold front. So we could see some mostly cooler conditions, highs in the 80s and 90s, lows in the 70s, and then once that front moves through, it's going to cause our the atmosphere to be a bit unstable as we head into this next weekend. So we could be dealing with some stray showers here and there across the valley, at least for the weekend. We were seeing weather models showing more rain coverage yesterday. Now they've definitely backed up a bit, so we could definitely see some slight rain chances, at least some isolated showers for the end of the week there. The tropics are still fairly active. There is 2 disturbances in the Atlantic basin. As of now, these systems are not going to pose a threat to the U.S. We're seeing this system just north of South America has a 30% chance of development. This was a bit elevated yesterday. Now it's showing signs of weakening as we deal with those cooler air masses that are moving through the North America there. As off the coast of Africa, there is an 80% chance of that system to form into another named system, but there is some Saharan dust in and around the vicinity. That system just going to remain over open water. Future clouds and radar for the rest of this afternoon. Temps warming up into the low 80s by the 12 p.m. hour. We're eventually going to see those upper 80s as well as that cloud cover being in the picture for the rest of this afternoon. But of course, some areas could see some sunshine for us here across the valley as we look at the next 7 days. Partly cloudy conditions through Wednesday. Few showers expected through the rest of our work week into next weekend.